is when I end. So let me bring up. Now you'll see at the top of the stream, Resident Evil 7 spoiler warning. Oh, there's so many hey guys. Nice. So this is going to be spoilers for the full game, and now I know just about everything about the full game and the demo, but I have never played either one. I don't even own the full game, and I don't really have any interest in playing the full game, but in typical me, I read up into games far more than I play them. But the demo's free, and the demo actually interests me more than the full version. So this one I'm actually willing to just play. No, yeah, you're free to say anything about Resident Evil 7 that you want here. I'm going to talk about just gameplay stuff and some story stuff and all of that. And I'm going to see if I can actually figure out, if I can remember all of the weird, tedious things that you have to do in this demo to get the true ending, to get the dirty coin at the end. And just like all professional streamers, I didn't actually test to see if I could run this game very well. I'm just assuming that it will work okay. Let's see. Oh, this part was analyzed so much, I remember. All of the code and things that are all listed on the top. Oop. What I didn't know is that this was a pre-rendered video that we're watching right here. I just assumed it was in-game from all the things that I watched. But now I know. And this demo was released in many different segments that added new features. And then there was the final release that actually had an ending.
Yeah. Your hand. Go with that. Ow! Keep still. Damn it.
What I didn't know, and that nobody knew until the full game came out, is it going to show it? Oh, it's not. But you know that Pete, the guy that was trying to cut me out there with a knife, the woman that comes in and stabs Pete is actually Mia. And no one had any idea who she was the whole time until the full game came out. I just assumed it was Marguerite, the woman, the wife. But no, it's actually Mia. So she was lurking around in this place for quite a while. Let me check, see if is this looking okay. And so I'm Clancy, the camera guy. Well, strange thing about Clancy here is that, also yes, I realize that you're kind of timed to finish the demo to get the good ending, so I'll kind of take it easy the first time as I'm just talking and looking around, but, and then I'll like rush through and actually get that dirty coin. But Clancy, who I am right now, is supposed to be like a camera guy. He dies, presumably dies, well, he has to have died. I mean, when you see him in the full version, sorry. When you see him in the full version, he gets, you play as him, and you're in one of Lucas's traps, or one of his games, and he gets set on fire, and then his burned corpse is set up in a chair for Ethan to find later, and I'm pretty sure he's dead. But then the DLC that just released, let me do stuff so I'm not quite so bored. Now the DLC that released, you play as Clancy, and you're sitting on the bed, in a bedroom, and Marguerite is feeding you stuff. Feeding you really disgusting stuff. So a lot happened in Clancy's life, or his time here. So I think I'm supposed to be him right now. And that video at the beginning was supposed to be kind of like a foreshadow. So I'm just gonna wander around the house a bit first, just to kind of remember what all is here. I think my graphics settings are as high as they go. I'm running at a way lower resolution, just so I can stream it. I don't understand why they're in this house when it's pretty occupied in the real game, unless the family is in another part of the house. Well, this whole demo is supposed to have happened before Ethan even found or even knew about Mia and her situation. So they went in here hearing that bad things were happening at this house, or people were disappearing, and that's all they knew. And then they were gonna film their show, the Sewer Crocs, or whatever it was called. But then they wandered too far into the house, and then the Bakers did all kinds of stuff. And the guy I'm playing as, Clancy, actually does have a face, believe it or not. Someone found a model that you can take out of the game, and he has like a beard, and he's wearing a backwards hat, and you can't really see it in the demo, but he's wearing like a video game fictional equivalent of like a Live Strong wristband, like those rubber wristband things that were popular for a while. What's really weird is how come when I'm out here, it's very bright outside. And then when I go back into the room that I was in, there's windows, but it's like completely dark. Like, what? Are those windows facing an alley or something? I don't really understand. These settings can't be as high as they can go. I promise I won't slave, or not slave, I won't dwell on the graphics. Very high, very high. Oh man, you gotta put that up. Subsurface scattering. Oh yeah. Oh, and thank you for the follows, by the way. Drixit and Speedy RMK. There we go, there's those volumetric lights. And when we looked at this part in the full version of the game, this whole area is like identical. Oh nice, you can see my shadow. And this lovely part. Kind of wish the full game did more of that, because there's so many instances in the full game where there's just crap everywhere. I mean, like insects and centipedes and spiders and all that, but they never really crawl on you like they do right in that moment. I kind of wanted to see more of that, of like, centipedes on my hands. I got a microwave bird. They must have just sat down, like their writers or level designers or whoever, just sat down and said, like, what are some of just the most disgusting things we can possibly come up with? Like, oh, it's about putting an animal in a microwave, and the stringy goo spread across the refrigerator. Wait, I don't even know the controls to this. Oh, that spins around, okay. Can I crouch? Okay, I can. And that's a really effective thing that I like about this demo. And I think the full game does this too, is just where there are ambient sounds that play, like that rattling noise and some noises in the ceiling and all of that play at seemingly random times. So it leads you to believe that there's something moving around and looking for you. So when you play this for the first time, you really don't know what to expect. mean, that's what makes something scary, is like its contrast that's scary. You get accustomed to certain patterns, and as soon as something does not follow the pattern, that's when things start to get scary, because like safety is all about consistency and pattern identification, and then when something doesn't follow the pattern, your brain's like, no, danger. Just gratuitous meat. Should be a name of like a food truck. As soon as I grab these, like, bolt cutters. Doll! Like the doll is like melted. Something, it looks melted because it's all blackened. Like the paint. Fridge slime. God, I just, because I was a big fan, and it still am, a big fan of PT, and this demo, especially the demo more so than the full game, this is so comparable to PT, like they had to have been influenced by that game. I know, yeah, I'll use the bolt cutters here. But just the obscurity of everything is what interests me. And I remember when this first released, people were thoroughly looking at everything. And this always happens in ARGs and just all of that, where people scour all the textures in the game and they just look for numbers and barcodes, and like they'd be sitting here in the fridge like, okay, it says spaghetti. Spaghetti has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has 9 letters. Now let's see if we can scan the barcode that's on that can over there. Maybe it will lead to something. Because when the developers leave the gameplay so vague, like the first iteration of this demo was the most vague thing ever. Because there was no closure of any kind. There was just a mannequin finger, and that was it. So that causes people to like lose their minds looking at everything else because there's no obvious solution. Maybe you play with a chair for a minute. Who would play with a chair on a live stream? That is absolutely disgusting. It is kind of funny how easily these chairs can be shoved around though. You just like barely touch it and it just flies around. And then notice that the clock is at the classic 10:15. I don't remember if it's exactly 10:15, but there's like a industry standard time that clocks are supposed to be set at. Not supposed to be, but they're like the most aesthetically pleasing time for a clock to be set is, I think it's supposed to be like 10. I think maybe 10:10. It's just human brain, I guess. So it's funny, like knowing how the demo goes and how the full game goes, I can try to pinpoint like where does some of these audio effects come from. Like these dolls all came from that one part where isn't it in Marguerite's shrine that this doll is like sitting? Actually no, it was Lucas's game that he had. You had this little voodoo doll and you had to like, I don't remember, like you had to set it on fire or something like that. I don't remember. But that's another thing that interests me about this demo is I can imagine what it was like. It's so weird. I've never actually walked through this house, so it's like I'm finally starting to understand the layout. Because I've only watched people play this. But what I was going to say is that I can imagine at Capcom, they have a giant team putting this whole game together. And they're like, you know what, we have some marketing people in here, and they think that we need to make a demo in order to drive sales, to get people excited, but we want to be a little like obscure with it because there's some other games out there that did a similar thing and it really got a lot of interest going. So they probably already had this entire area modeled out, and they had a whole bunch of props and just various gut bags and blood and all kinds of, this is like the most, this is actually probably more disturbing than anything in the full game, just this. But anyway, they have all these pre-made things, and they had like probably a handful of interns, and they're like, okay guys, take these assets, make a demo out of it. But we don't want you to make anything new for it, just use everything we already have. So they had to put together some kind of gameplay out of nothing, or just out of pre-existing pieces. So you can tell that all the gameplay that happens in here is through just triggering of buttons and just basic logic kinds of things, like countdown timers and booleans and just very simple mechanics. Like, oh, we got the little cutscene made of Jack Baker welcoming you to the family. Maybe you could use that. We got this mannequin finger for a scene that's used later in the game with Lucas, but it makes sense in that context, but we'll just throw it into the demo way earlier than you'd ever have any idea what it's for. Now make a game out of that. Like, nowhere in the full version do you have to open up your inventory. I don't even know how to work all this stuff. Whoop. Wait, what do I... Nowhere in the full version do you have to... Is there a mechanic of pointing an object at something like that? So they had to invent new conventions. Thank you for the host, Lyle McDouchebag. Interesting. I don't even know who you are, but thanks for the host. And I remember reading some articles of people praising the game for having some of the best door mechanics. So I think that's great. Like in Outlast, it bothered me a lot. You'd open a door, and you would just fling the door. Well, actually the demo kind of does it. Maybe the full version doesn't do it. Where you just like, you're in a really creepy setting sneaking around, and then you just go and just fling the door open wildly. Oh no, there he does it. Okay, so you can just carefully open the door. That's how horror games should do it. It should let you ease the door open at your own pace. Archon Zach, did he really just host you? He's friends with Vinny. He told a bunch of us to his auto host, I guess. Looks like... What am I missing out on here? So he's a real-life friend of Vinny's? Is that what it is? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Okay, so the sound is at full volume right when the door opens. And then by itself, it gradually gets quieter. That's weird. Oh, okay. I bet they did that because I bet they had some QA testers and they were wandering around because you start in this room with a TV and it says you don't have the videotape. But I acquired the videotape. So they probably wanted to make it as obvious as possible that, hey, look, you have to do something with the TV. Let's make a loud noise. See, you have the tape now. Put the tape in the thing. Oh, I never noticed this. I shall dash them against the stones. This is in the full version, right? So I wonder who this is supposed to be from. Because something I appreciated in the full version is that they kind of explained why there are so many weird hidden things all over the place, like ammunition and metal parts or whatever you use to craft. I don't know, all of just the stuff that you pick up. Didn't they try to explain it as these were left by other people who were kidnapped and they struggled to survive? So they were leaving stuff behind to kind of help out to help anyone who comes around in the future. So maybe that note was left behind by Travis or one of the other people. So in the full version, you would be descending here, but you can't in this one. So I will do the tape eventually here, but I kind of want to just get welcome to the family, and then I'll do like the actual, try to get the real run. Wait. I like the flickering of the lamp. Here's the bag lady. Which is funny because bag lady is like a grandma's term. Like I remember my mom used to say that her mom would refer to other people as bag ladies. Like they would be the ones that would have really expensive, huge bags that were just full of millions of things. There's like a certain personality behind bag ladies, but this is a little more sinister version of a bag lady. Yeah, Archon, I'm just kind of, well, I'm analyzing the whole game, full version and the demo. This is the first time I've ever played the demo, so I'm just kind of, I've never got a chance to just look at everything at my own pace. And I'm glad that mannequins ended up not being not being used as gratuitously as they seem to be in the demo. Because I like, that is such an old trope. I really wish they wouldn't do more with mannequins. I'm so tired of it. But they ended up only using the mannequins in Lucas's scenes, as far as I remember. So I'm glad that that ended up being the case. Plastic tubs. Always a classic just thing, because you don't know what's inside the tub. It could be body parts, it could be Beanie Babies, you never know. Okay, I do like that there is a little delay behind your flashlight as you move around. So you sort of missed out on the detail on what they do. What they do with the people they've kept in the house. They just eat them, turn them into EV thralls. Into the family. Oh, I have a tube of beanie. Tub. Yeah. From what I understand, that Evie wanted a family because she was being used to as sort of like an incubator for this mold, which is part of the project. I mean, these are all the spoilers here, folks. She's being used as sort of like an incubator, and they wanted to keep her happy and content so she wouldn't become murderous. So they wanted a family to watch after her, but she was able to use her mind powers on the Bakers for them to become her family, but she kept wanting her family to get bigger and bigger, so she made them go out and kidnap people and bring them in. And I think it was something that, because there's like a whole process that the Bakers went through to make the molders, the agent molders or whatever. I don't think she just would touch a person and boom, they become one. Like they had the cremation chambers or whatever they're called, incinerators, where you find Travis and all that. I feel like, because you find a note where I think Lucas was saying something about like they're like in a factory, or they reference it as if it's a process, like they're strategically sitting down and making these things. Yeah, they had lists of them all, so definitely wasn't just a supernatural, well, it's supernatural, but not just a process of like, boom, you're a zombie. It was like they had to do something to make them into those monsters. So I don't think you can access this area at all in the full version. Oh, this is where you fight Evie at the very end. Okay. So this door, you're unable to access. I know I'm missing a lot of items. What is this? Are they watching us from that helicopter? Huh. I didn't realize they referenced the helicopter so early in the demo. Oh, they even show the Umbrella Corps logo. So the demo actually did spoil Umbrella. I'm surprised I didn't hear about that. Maybe, huh. I mean, as someone who's watched tons and tons of streams of people play the demo, people play the full version, I remember it took me so long to explain to someone who didn't sit and analyze the demo to death where this text was. I would be like, okay, now go into the attic and look at the window where the ladder is, and I'll look just to the right of the ladder, like, oh, the right of the ladder over here? Is it in this room? And you go in here, no, but you can't get in here. It's not here. And they're like, no, to the right of the ladder over, like, it's so hard to explain where it was. It's hard to see. Are you gonna welcome me? Oh, I gotta get the key or something. Because I know you don't have to... Oh, that's right, I gotta get the palm. Here we go. Just catching up on the chat. I think it had to do with burning them too. I mean, a lot of incinerator chamber is too much of a coincidence. Probably. People still debating whether the umbrella guy in the demo is Chris Redfield. He does just say Redfield, so I mean, it's got to be Chris. I don't know a whole lot about the story to be able to say it for sure, but like, oh, they have all of that under their house unless Evie got them to build all that shit. Yeah, I'm trying to do two things at once here. From what I remember, because when you hear Lucas talking about stuff at the end and you find his lab, I feel like Lucas was way more involved, maybe with Umbrella. At least he was aware of what was happening to his family, and he had a whole bunch of details laid out about how they were acting and what they were doing. So he stayed sane I think, a lot longer than Jack and Marguerite. That's right, there's like a lockpick or something, isn't there? Oh my god, this chair. There's someone named Redfield, RE7. Could be a red herring. The front door. Well, oh, it's the front door that does that. Okay, and I got the basement key. I have to get the hatchet. The hatchet's in this drawer, but can you only get the lockpick in the video? Because that seems like that's a weird convention-breaking thing that you can keep an item that you acquired in a VHS. Oh, that's right. That's only acquired there. It's so different seeing people walk around this building and actually doing it yourself. Isn't the hand up here? Hi. Huh. Hello, it's Nickety. Okay, that's weird. I feel like I am just totally blanking. Some of the older characters end up working there. I thought that's why he was in my... It's like there's a second part of Umbrella that is like, yo, we're the good guys, some lame stuff like that. Do we still not know where in the timeline this game takes place? That's, I mean, I don't know. It's supposed to be canon because they don't reference... Well, one theory that was going around the Discord, the Resident Evil Discord, is that the Umbrella logo that's on the helicopter is a much... It was like a version of Umbrella, like a good guy version. It's a blue variation on the logo. It's not the red one. It has like DNA strands on it. So it's apparently, I didn't read up on it too much, but it's like a version that that is not sinister or something. Okay, I guess we'll just go to the basement then. Huh. If I can remember where the basement is. Moldy door, okay. For some reason I thought I couldn't go into that door. Oh, that I get the valve from the basement. Oh, okay, that's where the notebook is. And then... Clearly, things are going downstairs. So what do we got here? Can I zoom in? I can do this. I mean, normally there's like a photo of Lucas and Zoe here, isn't there? So I think they at least strategically removed plot points, some plot points in the demo. Really hope they tie it into more into 1 through 4 and CV than 5 and 6 though. Yeah, I just hope there are more games like this in the future. It's a great experience. Hello, Silioth. Alright, time to get moldy. So I gotta decide. I'll do the infected ending first. That'll be like the worst case scenario, so I'll get it over with. Like there's bullets here, right? Yeah. Even though I don't have the gun. Where are you at? See, physics can be just so creepy. I love that they just... I love the, maybe this is a Conan Exiles reference. They knew what was going to happen in the industry following this game's release. Say what? Alright, I'm infected. So let me practice this maneuver. Come on, Jack. Apparently, I can go all the way through here. Nope. Okay, so I think the maneuver was you open it the first stage, kick the body at the molder, and then go and open it the second stage. And then you can go through that whole part without getting hit. So that's funny, it's like in the full version you get hit so many times by those mold things and it doesn't matter, but in this demo you get hit even once and you're infected. It's interesting that they treat it like an infection that takes over your body. What's his name? The guy that Mia comes across in her VHS. That guy, he becomes infected over the period of that. So clearly it can work in an infection-like manner. And I think this is now an iconic part of Resident Evil 7 is pulling items out of just a disgusting toilet full of like needles and blood and feces, like everything. I have never seen a game that had done that before. What a waste of water, what a waste of a bike. That drivetrain is gonna be so rusty. This is barely gonna be rideable. So judging by how there's so much clothing around here, makes me think that even though this bathroom is totally clean in the full version, but it kind of seems like this was used as part of the processing of kidnappers. Like they'd strip them in here, do something awful in the bathtub with needles and crap. All right, I'm ready, Dad. Oh, Adam, was that his name? in the full game you can magically reattach your hand. So clearly, yeah. Okay, so let's see. If I have the attic key, wait, how does this work? Because the phone, if I pick up the phone, he'll come after me. Oh, the phone I think was an older iteration.
Boy, you are nothing. Just a man without a family.
Archon, I actually never played the full version. I've only watched 1,000 people play it. I don't remember you ever getting your leg cut off in the full version. Got your hand. Wonder what this ambassador program ever ended up being. Okay, so I'm gonna go a lot faster. And I'll get the welcome to the family ending. Kind of creepy because in the apartment that I live in real life, I don't think I need any of this. Wait, is that the... Oh, the apartment that I live in real life, I hear like my upstairs neighbors moving around and it sounds exactly like when they move around in this game. So they're just adding to the immersion. Oh, that's right, I gotta... Spider Dick Chronicles. That's a name I recognize because I laughed my ass off first time I heard it. We're here to talk spoilers. As long as it's Resident Evil 7 spoilers and not like other things. I'm really glad that in this demo that Jack is not random. I thought it was going to be an Outlast situation where they like walk on a path and you have to like sit and crouch and wait. Does anyone know where the palm is? 'Cause I'm gonna need that. Does it only appear when you do the tape? Well, no, it can't be because you can finish the demo without ever using the tape. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm going to do the best ending after this one. I just wanted to get all the endings. So this one, if I don't get it first try, I'm not going to sit here and keep doing it because you have to like not get touched. I believe you can get the full ending even if you're infected. It's an interesting lighting error. Okay, well, I don't need the palm for this ending, so I'll figure that out in a sec. Wait, what is that on the door? Okay, that's where that is. Thought it was like in this drawer. Hello, Damon. Demo on PC is actually bugged, and sometimes you need to go into the tap and use it as a loading zone to make things appear. Wait, go into the tap. Like tap is in a sink? All the screw... Okay, this is where like... Okay, it's a lockpick, not a screwdriver, but... So I gotta run over, grab the key, and get back without getting hit. Well, fuck. At least I'll test this theory. Wow. Well, I failed that. You know, I'm just... Because I'm infected and we already saw that ending... I'm just gonna see... how to get the palm. I don't know, world record attempt. Failed. So Archon, what exactly did I have to do? Did you mean tap as in a sink? Or tap as in I have to tap a button? Oh, and the name was Alan and not Adam, okay. Bloodbath. I actually did not even think of that, so I'm proud of you, Electric Eel. Just a drawer full of blood and needles. which looks like the largest safety pin I've ever seen, unless it's like a skewer of some kind. Part when you meet the infected is pretty scary. It's an unofficial mod that allows PC players to experience. Yeah. The PSVR actually seems like it is a lot more flexible than you would have thought, because like a console-based thing is usually just thoroughly locked down. Does it say simply gone? I'm sure that was analyzed like crazy. I've heard that you can just plug the PSVR into a PC and it will act like a monitor. Okay, so as long as this ending was ruined, I'm going to do we'll do a casual walkthrough of the VHS. And we in the Vive world are trying to come very hard, but nothing to come of it yet. Yeah, Spider Dick, I don't know if you come to my streams normally, but I stream Vive stuff all the time. So I'm may potentially stream this game, the full version, with the Vive.
Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right.
All right, I can move around.
That was 2 fucking years ago. I don't do ADR.
So many memes came about from this demo, from this section. Oh, Pete not doing ADR in his shoes. Like, there's a speedrunner that was playing this game and he was getting donations for the to get a new pair of shoes for Pete. It was like the shoe fund.
Happy? Ecstatic.
Oh, you were here for my accounting stream. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember all the ghost spots. So there's one right behind them.
All right, let's go.
Get ready for spooks. Potential spooks.
Get out of the way. It's locked.
Should be right on the left if she's gonna spawn.
After you. So, why are we in hell this time? Do you ever prep?
Okay, I don't think you got that one.
House, spooky sounds. Ooh, is it haunted? Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend sub, Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
No.
Oh, yeah, there was one. Got one. She was hanging from the ceiling.
What's the story, Andre?
Abandoned farmhouse, missing family.
Yeah, there should be a window one where she's PT style looking in the window.
How long do you say this place has been abandoned?
3 years.
Clancy, get a shot of this. Let's make a great cutaway. So, Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward. A lot of bad rumors about their son, Lucas. Bad seed, apparently.
Ah, shit. I know I should have worn my good shoes.
Yeah, and you can't follow Andre. That was always the number one thing. People are like, what if you follow Andre?
This would make a great backdrop. Andre, what do you think? Andre? Andre?
Oh shoot, it wasn't that window.
Clancy, you see where Andre went?
Shit, was it this one? I think I missed that one. Alright, no, there's two more that could happen here.
Unfucking believable. This is the last time I work with that guy.
Be one up the stairs.
They come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me.
To the right in this room where his flashlight is in. think I timed
What
it
the fuck
wrong.
was that? Did you hear that?
It was the micro. Okay, I'll remember that next time.
Andre?
Oh, there's gonna be the ladder one.
Where the fuck is he?
Well, thanks for the auto host Gearmatic.
Andre, where are you, man?
There's also debate about why the circuit breaker here was moved in the VHS world. Like, they just casually, the baker's like, oh, let's just move a circuit breaker a little to the side. Because I think they actually had two separate entire models for this version of the world and then the other version.
What the hell? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Also, the voice actors for these characters look
All right, new
like
deal.
exactly like their characters
we
in
find
game.
Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show.
Okay, so the theory was you wait for him to tell you to go first.
You first.
Okay, now the ghost
Need a nice hero shot of me coming down the
the
ladder.
ghost should appear
So,
all the way behind us as I turn around to go down the ladder. Oh, I don't think I got it. Well, I got one. It would have been like right there as I swooped around backwards. And then here comes the gratuitous violence
what do you see?
of
What is it?
Andre smoking a pipe. Still no explanation for what happened here, because it looks like he's hanging up on the pipe. I think it's just that he got infected or something. And then he wanted to be hung up to dry, because remember the police officer in the full version, he's, once he's killed, Jack hung him up on a wall, so maybe this is just some kind of treatment that they want to keep bodies hung up. Remember, there's also a lot of analysis done of the time code on each of the VHSs. Well, I'm sure that Jack put them up there, but I'm just like, it's such a weird thing. Like, why just some random pipe? Why not, like, pinned to the walls with rebar or something? Dash you against the stone. So this is that same note, but now it's just put on the table? So while I was sitting here, oh, I will dash you against the stone, so not them. So this must have been Jack's attempt at writing poetry. So would this allow me to get the thing? do like that your hand can get stuck in something that you swing in. That's really satisfying. It actually makes the decal right where your hand strikes, too. Oh, that's right, the headphones. I forgot to go look at the... Yeah, the headphones were in the VHS world. Those were so debated, too. And it was funny because Battlefield 1, I'm a part of that Easter egg group. In fact, I'm a moderator on their Discord. But there was a whole Easter egg going on with that related to headphones. And then all of a sudden this demo has headphones. It's like, well, what's the deal with headphones? You've returned from eating bean dip. Well, congrats. Headphones came across the focus on the ADR. I don't do ADR phrase. Yeah. I mean, with the amount of like analyzing that people did of all of these things, like a PT and this game, like some really great ideas came out of all that discussion. Like the train of thought that some people had for figuring out like, okay, this could be connected with this, and we could interpret this and this. And then we're like, God, if that really was what the developers intended, that would have been amazing. But what always ends up happening in these kinds of things with PT and this and Easter eggs and games in general is everyone gets disappointed. Like, it's so rare in an Easter egg or an obscure game or demo like this that everyone's like, God, that's way better than I thought it was. I mean, your imagination can come up with far better things than anyone who has to actually make a game and it has a budget and time and all that could come up with. Like, what was it? There was some theory behind this ghost appearances that... Or no, it was like the mannequins in here, that their heads would turn to look at important things, or there was just a lot of cool ideas. Oh, that's right, I'm infected. Well, I know that there's kind of I think there's a difference between when you're getting hyped up for an entire game and you get disappointed by how the whole game becomes. But with the people's train of thought in these Easter egg kind of things, like they're just simple little bits of reasoning behind the placement of items. Like it's a tiny part of a much bigger game. So I think it's a little more reasonable. I sympathize with people who are disappointed by Easter eggs because they require way less effort than an entire game. So what I'm trying to say is developers should, go to these boards of people who, or discords or forums or whatever, and they should hire some of us Easter egg folks to make interesting, obscure challenges in their games, because they would be amazing. We've seen and done so many crazy things in games. We have a lot of good ideas. Can hire us as idea guys or girls. Pushing boxes through doors. That's right, we're... One of the demos, Zoe talks to you in the phone, but I think they got rid of it. Oh, do I get the palm only after showing the journal to this? Or do I have to get the journal first? Okay, so answering the phone, it should no longer get me killed, right? Hey, Jack. Okay, it doesn't. 'Cause that was the funny thing in one of the older versions of the demo is you'd answer the phone and you'd talk to her. She said something like, "You shouldn't have come here." And then if you turned around, Jack would be there. But people figured out that, okay, if you look at the ground and you slide across the wall, you very strategically move crates and you like slide over this way. It became like a whole game in itself to like override the system to make Jack knock you out. So people are like going, okay, I'm gonna go over here. You gotta push, it's like 2 frames to the left and then back, and then left and then go right. And people drew little maps about where you could go. It was just hilarious. I love how crazy involved people can get with seemingly trivial parts of a game, but they suddenly become really big and important when you have like another goal in mind, like to figure out a puzzle, or if there even is a puzzle. Like one of my favorite ARG Easter egg related quotes that I've ever heard is that an ARG is a game where you constantly question whether or not you're still playing the game. And there really is no other kind of game in the world I can think of where you can say that. You don't just sit down and play an ARG. You like reanalyze your life to figure out if it's really worth still trying to figure it out. Okay, I should probably end this run because I ruined it. I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I don't think anyone in the chat seems to know. I'm just gonna see where the palm is because I need that to complete this run. Let me do sound so scared. Really? Jack didn't have room to spawn behind you. He couldn't. Yeah, so that was the thing, is people would push the crates behind him and make it so he couldn't spawn behind you. Oh my god, there's just so many videos now. Oh, here we go. This guy's cool. He's an actual, like, SDA speedrunner. His run of the game. I know you guys can't see this, but I'm just looking at the video. See what he does. I just want to see where the palm is. I think I remember everything else. SDA approved. Wait. I'm going frame by frame in his video. Wait, what the hell? Isn't there a way on YouTube to go, what? No, to go 1 frame at a time? Because it's skipping ahead 5 frames, and that's not what I want. Hello, Wilhelm. We're up to talking about Resident Evil and Easter eggs and weird demos. Right now I'm looking at a YouTube video that you guys can't see because I am trying to remember a detail. What? Oh, is it? Oh, thank you, Legal Rick. Yeah, it is angle brackets or comma and period. Go frame by frame. That is really useful, especially when looking at speedrun videos. should really set up a scene in OBS to make it easier to show YouTube videos. What? That wasn't the true ending. You lied to me. Oh geez, okay, then every video is the full game and not the demo, because nobody seems to care about the demo anymore now that the full game is out. Okay, true ending, bad ending, infected ending. How about coin ending? Here we go.
Yo, what is going on, guys?
Oh my god. It's like the YouTube standard that when you start your video, you gotta say, "Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm here with the Resident Evil 7 demo. I'm here to show you what it's all about."
What I'm gonna do as soon as you start a new game and spawn on the floor there is put the fuses right there. I made it now. Jack Monster without a update included, just can actually spin on down the bathroom. There will be a blank notebook. Grab it and head into the basement.
I know
And just
all
past
this.
The bathroom, there will be a table with a drawer. In it will be a blank notebook. Grab it and head back upstairs, and now you're ready to start the puzzle. To get your first clue to start the puzzle, simply walk over to the blood written on the wall next to where you found the dummy palm, and you'll get this audio cue. Final grave.
Whoa, wait.
Audio. You found the dummy blood written on the wall next to where you found the dummy palm, and now you're ready to start the puzzle. To get your first.
I just looked there. How is that not there? But you know, there's something fun you can do with videos where there's someone talking a lot. So you can make your own real-time YTP just by pushing the number keys on your keyboard, like not the number pad, but like the number keys on the top, because it will skip to different parts of the video. So let's see if I can make a remix of this guy.
Clue to start the puzzle, simply walk over to the and quickly murdered, but where is a after the bad boy into and quickly bad boy murdered and quick murdered bad boy murdered and quickly murdered but bad boy murdered and quick bad boy and bad boy into the bad boy into the and quickly run yo what yo murdered but yo murdered yo up the axe, so audio has to be audio feel the murdered up the and quickly murdered and quickly.
Okay. It's even better if it's a video of like a camera on a tripod, and then it's someone speaking, so you see them like dance around the room. Okay, so according to this dude, the thing I'm missing, I'm disappointed in myself that I couldn't find it. It's like right next to the blood, or the poem, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, it is there. Oh my god, I have no memory of that being there. Okay. Now I'm just gonna get this over with. Actually, wait, I'll just do this. Now. Hopefully I can beat Vinny to him starting a stream. I'm gonna get the true ending here. Get me a dirty coin. Which I honestly don't care if I get it or not, but I just I'll try to challenge myself. He told me the items don't load sometimes. Well, I didn't even look there before. So I don't know. And I'm going to try to do the non-VHS run. I mean, I believe you. I'm sure it does not load at times too. Because that always happens. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Fireplace, fireplace. Body blow, left, right. You have to be pretty old to know where body blow, left, right is from. Oh my god, I'm losing time. Dude, where do you have... God. Yeah, the coin, you can get it in the full version then, which I hear actually didn't matter much at all. I was really disappointed. I was hoping that would have some special feature, but it's just another coin from what I heard. Well, it's the thing is that you're somewhat timed to get everything, so you can't carefully analyze everything. That's part of what drove people totally insane, is you didn't realize there was a time element to this. Because people are like, oh, I got 3 giggles. And you can do it without going into the tape. And I'm gonna try to go for that approach. Oh my god, I already forgot where I'm going. What a failure. Yeah, the Vive version of this probably isn't going to be out for a long time, like over a year, I heard, which is really disappointing. Okay, so it is there. No, I gotta go get the journal. Oh, and I gotta get the finger too, I can't forget that. Then I gotta combine these. Alright. You. Me? What am I doing? Going to moldy door. I think there was normally like a lockpick there. Oh, come on. Well, I can still do it while infected, so... I know I didn't grab the valve because I don't really need it. I'm so glad I'm not a speedrunner, because I do not have the patience for something like that. Did I see the OOB glitch in the full game? They actually discover one now? What does it skip? Alright, here's the beginning of the weird obscurity. 5 guess murder. Nothing to point. Nothing to point. Then you open and you look at the journal, and it shows you the first thing. It says, Grace will not wake when the clock makes its chime. Her covers are heavy, and it's her last bedtime. So you gotta think about, where is there a clock in this game? And you have to point to where they were killed. So here we go. And the clock is right here. And she presumably fell, or no, was crushed by this. Oh. And that was the sound of her getting crushed. Okay, so that was that first part. Oh no, I'm starting to forget this stuff. Hey, wait. Oh, it's the light upstairs. Great, I get to listen to him grunt the whole time. Fuck. Oh my god, am I messing this up? There's 2 parts, I remember. How could I not remember this? I used to have this memorized so well. Okay, it wasn't anything over here yet. Wasn't anything here. No, it wasn't here. Oh. Now I think about it, I don't think you even have to go near the moldy guy. I might be too late. Okay, let me be cheating scum.
Run back, avoiding the monster.
So I think once I remember what what the general pattern to the gameplay of this ending part is, I should remember the rest. Okay. This guy does it in a weird order.
Check your notebook for another clue. Phil's
Huh.
tucked in tight on his cold. Check your notebook for another light. Look up at the light for your second laugh. After the laugh, check your notebook for another clue. Phil's tucked.
Okay. I do need the basement key. All right. Let me start over. Speed run. So when people were discovering all the stuff about this demo, it was all done with the PlayStation version. So by the time the PC one was released, everyone was already bored. Legal Rick, I'm trying to get the full obscure ending to the demo, which people were saying, like, I hope the full game isn't like this because it is so random, and it took people like 48 hours of like non-stop trial and error to figure all this out. I should be able to get them all in a row now, so you'll see how just confusing it is. Alright, now I'm concentration mode, which is a joke. Oh, I didn't get the tape. But I should still be able to do it without messing stuff up. You do need the tape, people found out. And I also gotta get the finger. The game's gotta give me the finger. Full try-hard mode. Okay. Now to Moldy Door. Moldy Door is actually Dumbledore's cousin. Don't ask why. So I just gotta get the lockpick. Pretty sure I don't have to go all the way through and fight the dude. What if Mia suddenly spawned and got in a big knife fight with me? Here, I'll at least get the... Well, I didn't get hit, but I didn't get the key. It does seem like something that J.K. Rowling would do. So now I should be able to do all this. As long as I get the first giggle, things are good. Funny how PT and this both have baby giggles as part of their secret. We're good. Get baby giggle in PT. Now this is, we now know as Evelyn giggle. So this is the part where it's like, how would you know to do this? There we go. Then that gives you the next clue, which I don't even have to read it, because I want to save time, but I have to go to the basement. Like, nothing tells you to go look at that light, but it's just what you gotta do. I love the audio in this whole game. Nice. Died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. No, not there. Right. No. Forgot.
In tight on his cold.
I'm such a failure. Oh, yes, yes. I'm right next to it. Oh! And I didn't even do, ah. Wow. Really surprised if this still works. And it worked! Wow. So this is a kid playing hide and seek. Oh my god, I don't remember this one either. Oh. I'm under a timer too. Okay. Now watch this. Oh, that's the solution to that puzzle. Now watch this next solution. The mannequins are facing the support beam that was used by a woman to hang herself. So we're going to listen to a woman hanging herself. Okay. Random phone pickup. Go, put it down, put it down. Oh no, that wasn't, I didn't have to do that yet. Shoot, I hope that didn't ruin it. Gotta go B to the B. Back to the basement. Sounds like some really sad thing that like a kidnapped child would say. Okay. Wait, you're here? The fuck? Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Alright, now this should be the end. I should still be able to do it even though I'm infected. I just had to teabag a doll for that part. Now, get to enjoy a stew which is hinted that a kid, a child was used to make the stew at 4 in the morning. Yes! I can't believe I got it. I did it without the VHS too. That's like the extra hard ending. So I skipped a whole bunch of VHS playing. So now I should be able to get the coin. And I get to receive a compliment. See, look, the door is covered in blood now. Here it is. This is what people worked tirelessly for, non-stop for days to figure out how to get to this point. You're the best ever. Dirty coin. I just gotta get welcomed, I think. That's right, I don't have the key. Wait, what do I do after this? What do I do? What do I do? Do I just have to end it? How I normally would? Oh my god, I do have to get the attic key. Ugh. Thank you for the auto host Lucifer agenda. Oh. You know, if they had skeleton monsters in this game, we'd have Molders and Scullies. The circle would be complete. Is he back? The fuck? What a dick. I thought he's supposed to despawn, but I guess not. Okay. Now I should be able to end. I think as long as I acquired the coin once, it should let me keep it. Even though I'm not even gonna buy or play the full game, it doesn't matter. But I just like...
Boy, you are nothing. Just a man.
I just feel good knowing that I actually managed to do all of those steps. It is weird that before a game comes out, it's fun to take a moment and think, you know, what was going through my mind and what did I think a game was going to be and what kind of state was I in? And then when the game comes out and then like revisit and compare how you feel before and after. See, it still said I got the item and it will transfer. I think the dirty coin just ended up being a coin that you could just use to buy items or whatever in the full version. Let me check something real quick. God, I have the music from Amelie stuck in my head. That is such a good movie. What am I? Oh, here we go. All right. I'm just gonna read what these people are saying. Bad stream to watch, trying to go to sleep. I'm glad you're streaming it though. I wanted nothing to do with it beforehand. I eat pieism. Really, is there such thing as an I eat pieism? It's fascinating. You didn't get what you thought RE7 was going to be after the demo, but you're still happy with how it turned out. But the demo, especially the PS4 one, made it seem like they're trying to emulate PT quite a bit. It didn't end up going through because there was no combat or anything on the PS4 one at first. Yeah, I think everybody thought that the game was going to be really puzzle driven and kind of like obscure solutions to puzzles. It's because there was next to no combat. But then the final demo added the gun and then one of the mold things, and then that was the full extent of the combat, was just shooting the mold thing. And like I said, I think the way that this went, the production of this, was just that they had the full team working on the full version of the game. And then late in the process, they're like, well, we should make a demo for this. But they probably had very little time and money allotted to making the demo. So they had to just get really creative with to try to make another game out of it. And whoever produced the demo seemed to be really influenced by PT and just the obscurity of it. Because it is like this basic logic driven puzzle solving. You know, it's just like point object here, do this here, do this here. There's not a whole lot of new animations, new characters. Everything is just recycled, and it's just a matter of arranging things in a way to produce a puzzle. So it just feels like they produced the demo because it was so they had limited resources to produce it, and that's just what they came up with. Yeah, the demo really does not give you a very good feeling of what the final game is going to be like at all. But, I still enjoy the demo. It's just like, if I had to base a purchase of the full game on the demo, I don't know. That's why I love live streaming and YouTube and all of that. I can go see what the full game was, and now I feel like, I don't know, I don't really need to play it. I like it, but I don't feel like I need to play it. If the full game was like the demo, I probably would buy it and play it. But a game like that, I don't think would sell at all. Like, I doubt many people would pay for this demo, especially if it didn't have the Resident Evil name on it. I doubt anyone, or very few people, would buy it. You love RE7. I want to pick it up myself, and I've seen it played through at least 8 times watching a speedrun. Yeah. Yeah, for me, spoilers don't really matter that much. Like, I can see the entirety of a game, and that doesn't make me like it any less. Like, I won't say anything here, but like Rogue One, the movie, I heard loads of spoilers about it, and I still really liked the movie. Like, just being surprised by things doesn't affect me that much. Did I finish the demo already? Yeah, well, as long as I still have time here, because Vinny hasn't gone live yet. Maybe so you're not just staring at a title screen, I'll try to go through and get the good ending again, but I'll do it with the VHS, and I'll try to not get hit by the molder, so I actually get like the good ending. Hey, you're glad that the full game didn't get spoiled much. Yeah, I was getting really worried because when they released the first trailer after this demo was out, before the full game was out, I'll skip that. I was a little worried because they just like revealed tons of plot points in that trailer, and I felt like, oh no, is this just gonna be another cinematic game where they have cut scenes and it's all full mocapped and it just feels like a film? I wanted a interactive, interesting first-person experience. But I was actually surprised pleasantly that it didn't end up being as film-like as the trailer made it out to be. Alright, so I'm going to do everything I just did, but I'm going to do the VHS. I'm going to try to get all the ghosts. And I'm going to try to not get hit, because I know exactly what I have to do now. I don't have to cheat. You tend to buy games and play them for a little and never touch them again. I think that's how most people are these days, especially with Steam, Humble Bundle, and all these things that allow you to accumulate huge amounts of games, more than you'd ever be able to play. Yeah, I mean, this is a spoiler stream, so I will say that the biggest complaint I always hear from people is the point where you play as Mia. That kind of ruins what was special about the game. I mean, they probably were saying to themselves, well, we should probably get a more traditional Resident Evil environment of just kind of metal corridors and zombie fighting. So that whole Mia section was exactly that. And it was pretty boring. I think it could have still existed, but much shorter, and it would have been fun. But yeah, it was like half the game. Oh, that's true, Video Bum. That is a thing in Resident Evil where there's kind of the big climactic point in a game where you switch characters. Again, that does happen a lot. I always forget the thing is right there. I hopefully won't get hit here. Oh my gosh, I didn't get the tape. God damn it. Okay, well I gotta go back after this. Fuck! No, 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 no. Wow, this is going horribly. Well, looks like I'm not getting that good ending, but I'm gonna keep going just so I can do the tape again. Now I can see how aggravating that part is. I mean, people struggle with that stupid fight. Sweet Home HD? What's Sweet Home? I feel like it's something I should probably know what it is. Anyone on Vine saw streaming the full game? You're on mobile and can't check. A lot of people have. I think Joel is in the process of streaming. Yeah, KY is doing it in VR. Oh, Fred is also. Yeah, Vinny said he might, but probably not until like late February when the DLC is on PC. Sweet Home was the Famicom horror game that started Resident Evil. Oh, I gotta look that up. I feel like that's an important part of game history that I need to learn about. You know, NES and Famicom horror games, just the idea of horror on that old of a video game system, that idea interests me a lot. Like, how on earth can you make a grid of 16 pixels scary? And they did. Like Maniac Mansion for the NES was actually, that scared me a lot as a kid. I still have a hard time playing Maniac Mansion for the NES. And that was the first Nintendo game to feature blood, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and Clock Tower, of course. Friday the 13th. And I forgot the hatchet, but I can get that on the way back. Yeah, Maniac Mansion is, well, it's a weird thing. It's, you know, it is meant to be funny, scary, but it's just lo-fi graphics and startling moments that makes it just even scarier, in my opinion, when it's something very low, old graphics being strange makes it that much scarier. Like, I don't think any modern Day of the Tentacle or Maniac Mansion, anything that, I wouldn't find any of that scary at all. It's just because it's just NES graphics that makes it creepy to me. I should stream horror more. 'Cause oh fuck, I said I was gonna do the VHS, so I don't even have to do that part. Yeah, the anxiety of being chased, that's also a huge part of it. And being chased in an old video game makes it even scarier. Being chased, C-H-A-S-T-E. That is a frightening prospect. Whoop. I'm so lucky that that has been going well for me. That doll part right there, that's where that, at least, I don't know, more than half of all of the time spent trying to learn how to beat this demo was people staring at that doll and wondering why they aren't hearing giggles. I remember the thumbnails of everyone streaming Resident Evil 7 Demo. All the thumbnails were of that doll because people were at it like, why aren't you laughing? Violently striking a child's toy, shouting, why aren't you laughing? That's what gaming has come to. Well, also, I eat pies, and part of why the contrast of my, like, how calm I am while playing a horror game, that normally wouldn't happen, because I know everything that happens in this. I would be a little more tense if I didn't know what was going on. It's true, audio. You don't limp when you're hurt in the full game like you do here. Yeah, and that's, I don't know if you were here when I talked about it, Video Bum, but I really wish, just like you said, that there are more moments when there's just...
Boy, you are nothing. Just a man without a family.
Yeah, I wish there were more moments where you would have crap crawling all over your hands. Like, I don't think there's any moment in the full game where you have cockroaches crawling on your fingers. Like, there's so many moments where there's centipedes and spiders and all that, but you never see it on your character. Especially like when you're reaching into a literal shitty toilet and you're pulling an item out of it, like your hands should just be covered. And then make everyone just vomit even harder at their monitor. I don't think you can get multiple coins. That seems like that they wouldn't overlook that. Okay, now I'm gonna go do the tape and try to get all the ghosts. Since I didn't get the good ending, but I don't really care. I might make another attempt if Vinny's not live yet. Right now, I'll just do the tape. Yeah, especially like Video Bum, like during that whole first scene in the full game when you're crawling it with like waist-high water, like just dirty, shitty water in the basement. And then you come out of the water and your guy is just totally cool. Like, I wish you would get really soggy. You'd leave like footprints around and you'd just be drenched coming out of that water. Can I not skip this? There we go. Wait, they released a scented candle for the game? Seriously? Is it an official like Capcom thing? Because that sounds incredible. A rust scented candle? It's like morbid as fuck. Actually, to play the tape, I don't even need all the, well, in case I decide to continue, I guess I should get everything. In case I wish to continue. Duck. Goose. Gray duck. No, here in Minnesota, we say duck, duck, gray duck because we segregate by color here. No, I'm kidding. But we do say duck, duck, gray duck, and we're like literally the only state in the country that says that. "4D," that's what they're calling it. The candle. Outlast 2's adult diaper. What? Has marketing gone too far? Y or N? So here's what we were talking about. We need more first-person roach. Like this. So here's the weird audio thing. And I'm sure it was done for gameplay reasons, but watch when I open the door, it'd be like blasting loud TV, and then I won't move, and it'll get quieter by itself. Is this a Red Dead Redemption Easter egg? You got John and what's her name and what's his name? Alright, ghost time. Like half-second ghost spoop. Yeah, just watch as Outlast 2 is totally modified to just like be a clone of Resident Evil 7. Like they delayed the release of that game by a long time. Then now
Did you
the game
find this
comes
guy?
out and it's
Give me
just
a
like
break.
exactly like Resident
I
Evil
only
7.
work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR. This new guy, I'm not feeling it. Again? Just don't be surprised if we have to make a
Oh,
change.
the theory is that you're supposed to
New plan?
not run
We
ahead.
do a walkthrough of the inside first, then we shoot the intro.
Just like
There's a
we always
million
do.
theories
Just
behind
try to
all
say the
this,
show's
but I'll
name
try
this
to
time, okay?
see what I could
No
remember.
problem. Tonight on Sewer Gators, another worthless fucking shithole. Happy?
See, he says sewer
Snap.
gators. I did not even realize he said the name of the show in the demo. Okay, first ghost should be behind these two guys.
Are we rolling? All right, let's go.
As soon as they kick the door open, she should appear behind the railing.
Get out of the way.
It's locked.
After you.
So,
That one?
why are we in hell this time?
Huh.
You ever prep?
Okay, well, this
What's
one
the
I got
prep?
last
Hitting
time. Maybe I
house,
can get it
spooky
now.
Sounds? Ooh, is it haunted?
Waiting for him to say, what was that?
Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend sub, Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
There she is. I can reliably get that one.
What's the story, Andre?
I didn't get the first one. I don't know what I did
Farmhouse,
wrong.
Missing family, foul play suspected. The usual.
How long did you say this place has been abandoned?
Well, this one, she should
3
be
years.
in behind the window.
Clancy, get a shot of this. Let's make a great cutaway. So, Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward. A lot of bad rumors about their son, Lucas. Bad seed, apparently.
Ah, shit. I knew I should have worn my good shoes.
I've never gotten this
Oh,
one. I don't know
shit.
what.
Glad I had my shots. Although,
I'm
make a
pretty
great
sure it's
backdrop.
Mia, the
Andre,
ghost.
what do you think? Andre? Andre! Andre! Clancy, you see where Andre went?
Hmm. Okay, so this one,
Where
I
is
didn't
he?
get that. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Fucking believable. This is the last time I work with that guy. I mean,
Upstairs?
producers, they come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me.
And then the room on the right. Damn it, I'm not getting him. But I will go look at the headphones. This is such a weird little detail. Like, why? Can't tell if these are headphones or if they're like ear protectors. They look more like headphones. Is this like a reference to, like someone in chat said, is this like the ADR? Andre reminds you of me? Yeah, I can see it. Hopefully I'm not as much of an asshole as Andre. I think I know why I didn't get this one, but... Okay, the last one is...
What the fuck was that? Did you hear
is
that?
the ladder.
Andre?
I think it's that you have to turn to her and not
fuck is he?
actually stare at her. I wonder what... Do you know if there's a certain moment that I need to look at the window to
Andre,
see
where
her?
are you, man?
Maybe they're there for the chainsaw? I don't know. I don't know, maybe. I mean, they don't have a cord, but it's not that uncommon in a game to have headphones without
the hell?
cords because cords are kind of hard to make.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. All right, new deal. We find Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show.
Oh, he went through me. Look at his fancy shoes. Actually, I wear shoes that look a lot like this on a regular basis. Maybe I should go into haunted houses and film stuff.
You first. Need a nice hero shot of me coming down the ladder. So, you first.
Okay, so... No. Yeah, you can't make it happen. It didn't already happen. Please do go film old houses. Oh yeah, actually, Jeff, like the East Coast has some of the coolest old architecture in the country. Like I would love to just go on a tour up the coast and visit all these like old colonial homes. Well, 'cause I already failed it. We don't need to see Andre's bloody face again, so I'm gonna go back. Okay, so I think I can just do this again. Yeah, is my character using a GoPro? That's always kind of been a joke. It's implied that he's using like, you know, an old VHS film where you hold, you know, like with one hand like a big ugly camera.
Boo.
But you see
Find this
both
guy?
of his
Give me a
hands.
break.
Like he goes down the ladder, so
I only work with
there's been some
professionals.
fan art
Speaking of which,
where he has a
make sure the
GoPro
sound
just
is
tied
right
around
this
his
time. I
face.
don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
I sound
That was 2
like
fucking years
your
ago.
Minnesotan
ADR.
aunt. It's actually one of the rare times where someone can point out that I'm from
Not feeling it.
Minnesota.
Again?
Usually they're like, I don't
Surprised if we have to
know
make a
what your
change.
accent is. I can't figure out where you're
Good
from.
plan. We do a walkthrough of the inside first, then we shoot the intro.
Just like we always do. Just try to say the show's name this time, okay?
No problem. Tonight on Sewer Gators, another worthless fucking
Because
shithole.
most people from Minnesota kind of talk like
Stop.
this. You can go play some Resident Evil or gonna see some ghosts. Some ghosts. Gonna be a little bit scary though. So you better get your pants on, mister.
Are we rolling? All right, let's go.
Go up to the cabin, grab a beer, get in the vehicle.
Get out of the way.
It's locked.
After you.
So, why are we in hell this time? Do you ever prep? What's the prep? Shitty house, spooky sounds? Ooh, is it haunted? Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend sub, Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, see, I was just off by a fraction of a second and I didn't get it.
What's the story, Andre?
Abandoned farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected. The usual.
How long did you say this
Well,
place
kind of
has
a
been
thing
abandoned?
that happens in Minnesota accents a lot is people are like, oh yeah, 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 oh, yeah, yeah,
Let's make a great cutaway.
People over acknowledge the fact that you're
Hillbilly Joe and
talking
his
to
family
them.
go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and Marguerite Baker.
It's like
They were
insulting
quiet, not backward.
because it sounds like
A lot
they're
of bad
not
rumors about their son,
interested in what
Lucas.
you're trying to say,
Bad seed, apparently.
and they just want you to stop talking. So they're
shit.
like, yeah, yeah,
Knew I
yeah,
should've
yeah,
worn my
yeah,
good shoes.
and we say ish. Like when something's gross, like oh ish.
Shit. Glad I had my shots. Although, this would make a great backdrop. Andre, what do you think? Andre? Andre! Andre! Clancy, you see where Andre went? Where is he? Unfucking believable. This is the last time I work with that guy. I mean, producers, they come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me.
Wow, I'm not getting any of them this time. This sucks.
What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? Andre?
Wait, it happened when he goes, oh shit.
fuck is
Oh, I'll
he?
try that. Yeah, Minnesota accents and Canadian accents are very
Andre, where
similar.
are you, man?
How did Andre end up in the basement? He must have been really fast. Unless Jack has like a... Like, I think there's a door back here that he could have been pulled into this door or something and some secret route to the basement. Because he clearly didn't go and open this secret door
What the
here
hell?
and go down the ladder in that tiny amount of time.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. All right, new deal. We find Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show.
Thanks for the follow, Githkeno. GTH Keno. Some people have like unpronounceable names. Maybe it's another language. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna try going on the ladder immediately.
You first. Need a nice hero shot of me coming down the ladder. So, you first.
Okay, now the fact that I didn't get any of the ghosts, I wonder if you have to do it your first run. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, first of all, I'll let you guys stare at this TV while I cheat. All 7 ghost locations, okay.
Legends
What is up, you guys? I'm here playing Resident Evil 7 Demo. I'm here to show you how to get all 7 ghost locations.
Or lady, whoever it is. There's 7 locations so far.
Okay. Skip around. Oh, this is from June. This might not be the final demo run. Maybe it's the same. Your username just doesn't have enough vowels. Totally do this YouTube thing. Don't forget to smash that follow button. All right. See, when I don't show you guys the video, it makes it seem like I'm actually figuring this out myself. So it'll like seem more enticing. Oh yeah, smash the like. Oh no, the subscribe button. That's the YouTube thing. So many terms. Oh. Okay. That's where the first one is. Wow, you gotta really... Okay, so the first cue that the ghost is spawned is when Pete says... No, when Andre says, that was 2 fucking years ago. Then the one behind or across from the entrance shows up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, share with your friends. Should have done that with my VR juggling video. Nah.
Ooh, is it haunted? Fuck me.
Okay,
It's
so
an anchor, you know?
I know how to do this one.
Not anchor.
What's that?
Nothing.
That was some YTP quality editing.
What's the story, Andre?
I mean, it's a compliment. I'm just used with YTPs where they like have something, then the same thing slow down, and the same thing slow down even more and more and more.
Clancy, get
Oh,
a shot of this.
Vinbo just tweeted out
So, Hillbilly Joe and his
glitch
family-
life. Okay, so I'm gonna go really fast with this video. I'll do one more VHS run and then I'm gonna sign off.
So, shot of this.
He hasn't started the stream yet. He just
Hillbilly Joe and
tweeted.
his family- So, Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
Not Hillbilly on Lucas.
Son Lucas. Window. Okay.
Although, Andre, where is he? This is the last time I work with that guy.
You sit in the doorway.
Producers, they come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me. You stick with me.
You stick with me.
Ray. Me. Ray. Shot of me coming down the ladder. So, you first.
So right before he says you first, you go down the ladder and she's right there.
Is it?
He never does the stairs one. Oh, no, he just went
They
live.
come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me. I work with that guy. I mean, producers, they come and go, but producers, they come and...
All right. So all of y'all should be watching Vinny, and I'll be over there in a sec, but I'm going to do one final attempt at this. And if I don't get it, I'm just going to sign off anyway. But I don't want all my research to have gone to waste, so I feel like I got to do it. Yeah, it's an important part of YouTube video is that you gotta have the most just insanely over-the-top electronic music blasting way louder than the rest of your audio at the end of the video, like the last 2 seconds of it. Alright guys, I'll see you on the flip side. Alright, here's Ghost world record run, all 7 ghosts perfectly, because I totally remember all of the things that I just saw in the video.
Boo. Where did you find this guy?
Give me a break, Pete.
Hey, I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR.
Like I already screwed that one up. I'm just gonna restart it. Just the tape. Which, this might ruin your ability to see the ghost, but whatever. I didn't realize he said 2 fucking years ago that quickly.
Boo. Where did you find this guy?
Give me a break, Pete.
Hey, I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR. This new guy? Not feeling
Oh.
again? Just don't be surprised if we have to make a change.
Okay, if I don't get the one that I was able to reliably get when they go in the door, I'm just gonna stop.
Then we shoot the intro.
Just like we always do. Just try to
Because
say
it
the
might
show's
actually
name this
ruin
time,
your
okay?
ability to see the ghosts
problem.
if you restart the tape.
Tonight on Sewer Gators, another worthless fucking shithole. Happy?
Yeah, because in the video, that person was standing like right here. And then when he said 2 fucking years ago, then the ghost just like pops out like half a second and then disappears.
Are we rolling? All right, let's go.
Get out of the way.
It's locked.
That was actually pretty clever that they had them wait for you, and then he says, "Are we rolling?" when you actually approach them.
So, why are we in hell this time?
Makes you feel like you exist
You ever prep?
in this world.
What's the prep? Shitty house, spooky sounds? Ooh, is it haunted? Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend sub, Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
Oh, I got her. Okay. Well, I'll keep going then.
What's the story, Andre?
Abandoned farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected. The usual.
How long did you say this place has been abandoned?
3 years.
Okay, so when he says,
Clancy, get a shot of this. Let's make a great cutaway. So, Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward. A lot of bad rumors about their son, Lucas. Bad seed, apparently.
oh my god, it's so picky.
I knew I should've worked
When he
with
says
this.
bad seed, apparently, was supposed to show up right there.
Oh, shit.
That's where Andre goes, who
I had my
wanders
shots.
out.
Although, this would make a great backdrop. Andre, what do you think? Andre? Andre! Andre! Clancy, you see where Andre went?
I'm supposed to sit in the doorway.
Where is he? Unfucking believable. This is the last time I work with that guy. I mean, producers, they come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me.
Wow, hopefully it's not
What the
random.
fuck was that? Did you hear that? Andre? Where the fuck is he?
I do like that the characters are walking around like they really
Andre, where are
like they
you, man?
can't see in the dark. Like, have you ever seen actual night vision video of what people look like when they're walking around in the dark? Like, they kind of have these blank expressions and staring forward. So it's like they kind of nailed that scared in the dark mannerisms.
What the hell?
Okay, if I don't get the latter one, which is the last one,
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, new deal.
I mean, signing off.
We find Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show.
Okay, so the exact moment that he tells me to go, I'm supposed to go.
You first. Need a nice hero shot of me coming down the ladder. So,
Nope.
you first.
Oh, it was probably the second time he said you first. Can't say watching people with night vision goggles is a hobby. No, I mean like in horror TV shows and stuff like that. How sometimes they're like, take a look at our guests as they find their way through the haunted house. Oops, as they find their way through the haunted house. And then you look at them with like the crazy infrared cameras or whatever. All right. Well, anyway, thank you all for watching me tonight. Watching me fail at ghosts, but I feel proud that I actually completed the demo. And for those of you who are still watching, even though Vinny's live, I especially appreciate that. And thanks for all the retweets and everything. So, everyone head over to twitch.tv/VineSauce. You can find me on Twitter at _monotonous. And don't forget to hit that follow button. Okay, no. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.